Using simulation in enhancing communication skills. Debriefing and students' feedback session.
The debrief provides a platform for learners to review, reflect on the experience, and deepen both academic/technical learning and professional skills development, and rectify any tensions that students may have experienced.
A debrief might happen immediately after the end of the simulation, but there are advantages to postponing it to the following day to allow for greater reflection.
You can lead the debrief or have students lead it, working in groups. The learners might also complete self-debriefing or write a self-reflection to summarize their experience and thoughts before the larger group debriefing.
The debrief should include a quick summary of the simulation and the learning objectives. It is helpful to use a structured approach to guide debrief sessions to make sure students have the opportunity to reflect in a scaffolded way.
One of the best examples is the DEAL model for critical reflection, D for description of learning experiences in an objective and comprehensive manner, E for examination of learning opportunities in light of previously identified outcomes of learning, A and L for articulation of learning involve acknowledges the learning experience that occurred and establishes goals for future action. Description phase involves some questions to describe the learning experience. What took place, when and where did the scenario take place, who was and was not present, what did you and other do/not do, and finally, what did you see, hear, and so on. Second phase is the examination phase. In what ways did you succeed or do well? In what ways were you challenged? How did this experience make you feel? How were your perspective/thoughts changed in light of your experience? And the third stage is the articulation of learning. What did you learn? How did you learn it? Why does it matter? What will I do in light of it?
The next stage is getting the students' feedback. Remember, the main objective of the debrief is to give students the opportunity to reflect on the simulation-based exercise. In addition, the debriefs could also be used to get student feedback and recommendations for future iterations of the exercise.
What do they think went well in the exercise? What do they think could be done differently next time?
Finally, is the self-evaluation of the simulation exercise. As part of the debrief, you can also evaluate the effectiveness of your simulation and use the guiding questions to inform your evaluation and recommendations for future iterations. What went well? What did not go well? Would I do anything differently next time? If so, why? How was the pace of the simulation? How did my students interact during the simulation? Did my students meet the learning objectives? Were my actors and facilitators